26-year-old Charles Jones, who is also known as Julio Julio, was reportedly there to celebrate his birthday. I think he was turning, 26 or 27. Police are still trying to figure out a motive for the shooting. But in some of his songs, he made jokes about the murders of people in other groups as well as rappers.
So there's no evidence to show any of them are connected, and there's no evidence to show that any of these are random. And I'm out here to reassure the community that we are out here in full force.
Level the streets.
Well, this is not a game, is my message. This is not something that we're going to tolerate around town. I think the media, I think the citizens of Jacksonville, I think everyone feels the same way. This is not something that's okay. This is not something we're going to tolerate. And we're going to pay very close attention, so don't get involved. Stay away from the nonsense. Because it ain't cool now. No, it's over now. It's over for him. It's permanent. And now we have to deal with messing and clean it up.
Working to learn what led up to the shooting, motive. They are talking with witnesses. They are looking for video.
And if it takes us following them one at a time, we'll follow them one at a time.
You getting over this is not going to prove anything.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, your mom is still alive, right?
Yeah.
You know, you got siblings?
Yep. I got 2 sisters, a little god sister, and a big brother.
Right. You got people who love you.
Definitely.
You've seen it? Okay. So what he said was, and we'll play the clip, was that you guys have talked a couple of times, and he thinks that the beef will end sooner than later.
I don't know him. I never seen him before in my life.
Jacksonville rapper Charles Jones, known as Julio Julio, in Tampa.
The ATK gang. Investigators say this organization is connected to a string in Jacksonville.
There's many names for ATK. Ace's top one. 9 people, potentially responsible for 15 of, and who knows what else.
So what he said was, and we'll play the clip, was that you guys have talked a couple of times, and he thinks that the beef will end sooner than later.
I don't know him. I never seen him before in my life.
In person?
Never seen him before.
Okay.
No, but that's none of them. Anybody in my city that's into me who rap. See, this is the thing. See, okay, my city, it's like, everybody in my city, they all rap, right? So they rap to diss me so they can get views, so I can respond. So that's their way of like getting on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, it's like a whole, like when I got, everybody went to claiming their shot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was like a whole little big city. So everybody who rap in my city, who would, they beefing with me right now, none of them even know me. I never even seen them before in my life. You know what I'm saying? So all of them, nobody, I don't know none of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody started beefing with me out the blue just because I got on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I don't know them, so I don't be getting what be going on. I don't know them. Yeah.
Well, you've never met him in person. Have the two of you actually talked on the phone?
Never talked.
We're shooting for When I See You, Who I Smoke.
Who I Smoke came out of nowhere, went crazy, kind of made it more mainstream to where people who don't even know y'all, they were tapped into it. Did you make them do that?
I don't know. How I took it too far when they made a song for speaking. Once the dead get involved, it's all.
But you will have kids at one point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you want to live long enough to have kids.
For sure.
And if you keep going down this road, you're never going to experience what it's like to have kids, which is one of the greatest experiences a human being can have. You know, yeah, you could go down and say, okay, Foolio, he didn't take from nobody, whatever else, but you're not around to feel that love because you're gone.
Oh, you trying? And it's crazy because I done dodged death so many times. Sometimes I just be like, this is just the way I live. I don't know. I just see death so much.
Hi, and Allison, a prominent rapper, Charles Jones, whose stage name is Julio Julio, was celebrating his birthday here in Tampa when it was cut short. Take a look here, a bullet hole here at the wall of this hotel. Also, I'm going to show you here, this window appears to be boarded up. Now, Jones's longtime attorney confirmed very limited details as to what happened here.
It just sounds like this is just going to keep continuing, and more bodies are going to drop, more people are going to get shot, more mothers are going to cry, people are going to lose their brothers and you know, friends and everything else like that. Could there be anything that could be done with, let's just say, you and Young and Ace sitting down together and saying, look, a lot of on both ends, but we have to just basically, you know, we don't have to be friends, but we got to get past this and kind of just move on with our careers because we're both successful in our own way?
It probably happen sooner than later. You never know what God got planned, you know? I told him that a couple times, you know? We be talking time to time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what can happen. You know, like, it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? We want to kill each other. Nah, we just mutual. It's just a lot. That's just what it is in Florida.
Okay, because I remember there's like a lyric where he said like my grandma Zoe or something like that.
I say, my grandma do voodoo, and we chop the head off a goose. I got a couple songs referencing like stuff, cause like that's what I'm tied in with. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's why I came to that conclusion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so what part of Jacksonville did you grow up in?
The north side, 1646 West 45th Street, Hilltop Village Apartments. It's like the worst hood in Jacksonville, like literally the worst hood, Hilltop Village Apartments.
You're saying that's not true?
No, I ain't saying that. No, we don't. He don't. It's like, we done DM'd each other before.
Okay. So you've DM'd each other. So there's been some communication between.
For sure. And like this little clubhouse, that shit.
Okay, and when he said that he thinks the beef will end sooner than later, it sounds like he wants to figure out a way to squash it. It sounded like he wants to somehow work things out. Are you open to working things out with him?
He want to work stuff out because he know he don't know me for real. So it's like I say, like he don't like. He got what he wanted. Like he got the fans. Like, you know what I'm saying? He went up. So now he got what he wanted. So now it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, bro, I don't know him.
Charles Jones, known professionally as Julio Julio, rose to prominence in the rap scene from Jacksonville, Florida. With a significant following on social media, Julio Julio's career trajectory was marked by both musical success and turbulent personal conflicts. His feud with Young Ace, another rapper from Florida, became emblematic of larger tensions within the state's rap community. The animosity between Julio Julio's crew, Keda, and Young Ace's crew, 8K, was not merely a clash between individuals, but represented a deep-seated rivalry rooted in neighborhood affiliations and personal histories. The feud escalated dramatically following tragic events, including the loss of family members and close associates on both sides. In 2017, tensions reached a critical point when Julio Julio's 17-year-old cousin, Zion Brown, was targeted, allegedly by associates of Young Ace. This event catalyzed a series of retaliations and counterattacks, perpetuating a cycle of violence that claimed more lives over the years. The feud gained widespread attention within the rap community and beyond, fueled by social media confrontations and diss tracks. Julio Julio and Young Ace used their music not only to express personal grievances, but also to provoke and escalate hostilities, further entrenching their crews and supporters in the ongoing conflict. Despite occasional attempts at reconciliation or de-escalation through media interviews and public statements, the deep-rooted nature of the feud and its tragic consequences underscored the challenges of resolving conflicts born from street rivalries and personal vendettas in the rap scene. In the early hours of what should have been a celebratory occasion, Julio Julio's 26th birthday, a tragic turn of events unfolded outside a Tampa hotel. The night began with Julio Julio and his friends relocating to the hotel after being ejected from an Airbnb due to overcrowding. However, the festivities quickly turned deadly when Julio Julio and 3 others were targeted in a violent attack. The incident, which occurred around 4:40 a.m., resulted in Julio Julio's untimely death and left 3 others injured, underscoring the perilous consequences of the ongoing feud. Reports indicated that Julio Julio and his friends had been ambushed at the Holiday Inn Hotel, amplifying the grim toll of street violence that has plagued Florida's rap community. Federal authorities swiftly turned their attention to young Ace, highlighting his potential involvement in orchestrating the attack. This latest escalation not only underscores the tragic loss of Julio Julio, but also intensifies scrutiny on the broader implications of unchecked animosities within the rap scene. The bitter rivalry between Julio Julio and young Ace played out prominently on social media platforms, amplifying tensions and drawing public attention to their ongoing feud. Both rappers strategically used their online presence to provoke and escalate hostilities, turning their personal animosities into public spectacles that captivated their followers and the wider rap community. Young Ace's provocative actions, including the release of diss tracks and taunting posts on social media, heightened the antagonism between the two camps. His track, Do It, released shortly after Julio Julio's tragic death, not only added fuel to the fire, but also sparked widespread controversy and condemnation. Julio Julio, known for his outspoken demeanor, also engaged in online confrontations, responding to provocations and using his platform to defend his honor and retaliate against perceived slights from young Ace and his crew. This online warfare not only fueled real-world violence, but also underscored the power of social media in shaping and exacerbating conflicts within the rap industry. As the feud escalated, each rapper's fanbase became polarized, amplifying the stakes and perpetuating a cycle of retribution and retaliation. Despite occasional calls for peace or reconciliation in media interviews, the entrenched nature of their feud and its tragic consequences highlighted the destructive impact of unchecked rivalries in the pursuit of fame and street credibility. Following Julio Julio's tragic death amid the ongoing feud with young Ace, federal and local authorities have launched a comprehensive investigation into the circumstances surrounding the incident. The Tampa Police Department, in collaboration with federal agencies, is actively pursuing leads to identify and apprehend those responsible for the fatal attack. Authorities have indicated a focus on young Ace in connection with the incident, highlighting the legal ramifications of the escalating violence between the two rappers' crews, Keda and 8K. This development underscores the gravity of the situation and the potential consequences for individuals involved in perpetuating street conflicts that lead to loss of life. The investigation is not only aimed at bringing justice for Julio Julio's untimely death, but also at stemming the tide of violence that has plagued Florida's rap scene. Law enforcement efforts are expected to be meticulous, considering the complex dynamics of the feud and its historical roots in neighborhood rivalries and personal vendettas. As the legal proceedings unfold, there is heightened scrutiny on the role of social media in exacerbating conflicts and the responsibility of public figures to temper tensions rather than fuel them. The outcome of the investigation may also serve as a critical turning point in addressing broader issues of community safety and the impact of street violence on urban communities. The feud between Julio Julio and young Ace is deeply rooted in a history of escalating tensions and tragic incidents within Florida's rap scene. Beginning with localized conflicts and personal disputes, the rivalry between their respective crews, Keda and 8K, quickly escalated into a cycle of violence that claimed multiple lives over the years. The animosity intensified significantly following pivotal events. In 2017, Julio Julio's cousin, Zion Brown, became a target of violence, allegedly linked to associates of young Ace. This incident marked a turning point, leading to retaliatory actions and escalating hostilities between the two camps. Tragically, the feud claimed more lives, including young Ace's brother, Trevon Bullard, who was killed in a drive-by shooting in 2018. This event further fueled animosities and deepened the sense of vendetta between Julio Julio's crew and young Ace's associates. Both rappers utilized their music and social media platforms to not only express personal grievances, but also to memorialize fallen friends and antagonize their rivals. This public airing of grievances through diss tracks and provocative posts on social media further inflamed tensions and contributed to the cycle of violence. The historical context of the feud underscores the complex dynamics of street rivalries and personal vendettas within the rap industry. It reflects broader issues of urban violence and the impact of fame and perceived disrespect on maintaining and escalating conflicts that extend beyond personal disputes into community-wide consequences. The feud between Julio Julio and young Ace has reverberated throughout the rap community and beyond, leaving a significant cultural and media footprint. Both rappers strategically used their music and social media presence to amplify their personal conflict, turning it into a public spectacle that captivated audiences and drew widespread attention. Central to this media frenzy were the diss tracks released by both parties. Young Ace's track, Do It, released shortly after Julio Julio's tragic death, not only served as a provocative response, but also stirred controversy and condemnation. This track, along with Julio Julio's own retaliatory songs, not only fueled the feud, but also garnered millions of views, showcasing the power of music as a platform for airing grievances and settling scores. The use of social media platforms like Instagram and YouTube further escalated the feud as both rappers and their crews engaged in online confrontations, taunts, and threats. This digital battleground not only intensified the rivalry, but also showcased the dark side of fame and street credibility within the rap industry. The cultural impact of their feud extends beyond music to societal concerns about urban violence and the glamorization of street rivalries. It highlighted the ways in which social media can exacerbate conflicts and perpetuate cycles of retaliation and revenge, influencing impressionable audiences and shaping perceptions of masculinity, honor, and loyalty within communities. In the broader context of media and cultural influence, Julio Julio and young Ace's feud underscores the complexities of fame, rivalry, and tragedy within the rap industry. It serves as a sobering reminder of the human toll and societal consequences of unchecked animosities played out on public stages, prompting reflections on the responsibilities of artists and influencers in shaping community discourse and promoting peace over conflict. The tragic death of Julio Julio amid his feud with young Ace has sparked a range of reactions within the rap community and among the public, reflecting deep-seated concerns about urban violence and its impact on youth culture. The public reaction to Julio Julio's death has been one of shock and sorrow, particularly among his fans and supporters. Many have expressed outrage at the senseless loss of life and the escalation of violence within Florida's rap scene. Vigils, social media tributes, and calls for peace have emerged as communities grapple with the repercussions of ongoing street conflicts.